I'm Chris Duel. Welcome to the night. This is Duel After Dark. I've always loved the nighttime, the darkness. It seems like when the light of the sun is on the other side of the planet, when it gets dark, things get a little more calm, things get a little more silent. You have a chance to reflect more on many things, and I think sometimes the universe gives up its secrets a little more readily after dark. So I'm glad you're here. Wanted to talk about something that I had the opportunity to participate in last year. A local photographer named Sarah Brooke Lyons had a project that she calls 1005 Faces. She was taking photos, she took photos of 1005 people here in San Antonio to kind of show the diversity of the city, the many, many faces and diverse faces of the city. But she also did something that I thought was ingenious. She had each person hold up a board. It was a grease board, a little white grease board that was about the size of a blank sheet of paper. And she said, write a message. So you take a photo, you write a message. And she got amazing people from all over San Antonio. Some of them were athletes like San Antonio Spurs, like Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Some people were political figures in San Antonio. Some were media personalities in San Antonio. But many, many of them were just regular people who were not public figures in any way. And I found the write a message on the board concept intriguing. And I thought, what message am I going to write? And I thought about it, and I took it seriously. I thought, all right, if you've got one thing you can say on a board and you can write a few words, it's your message to the world, what would it be? What have you learned in your time on this earth that maybe you'll share with other people? And I'm sure we could think of a bunch of things to write, but I kind of calmed my mind and I thought, what's my highest truth? What do I know? What have I learned that might be of some benefit to someone, or might even just make you think for a second, or not? So here's what I wrote. I wrote, this is the sacred moment. And to me, that is a profound truth that took me a long time, many, many years to finally comprehend. And I'm not always realizing in each moment, this is the sacred moment. But it truly is. And when I do get that, and sometimes I get it best at night, after dark, or after or during meditation. And I think that's part of one of the objectives of all contemplative traditions and meditating is to get yourself away from the Maya and all the stress, the concerns. We think about the future, we think about the past, but we lose sight of this moment, this right now, this breath. So many wisdom traditions and so many meditative techniques talk about just focusing on your breath, this breath, and then this breath, and realizing how precious that is, and how everything manifests itself from this breath, therefore this moment. And I look back at photos from family and friends, moments that I'm spending with them, and wow, it's 1986, and that man or that woman whom I love and loved is no longer here. And that I thought that was just a mundane moment. That's just me with my arm around somebody I care about. And it was the sacred moment. And the sacred moment goes on and on and on, and it's always right here, right now. I always think about the title of that Ram Dass book from the late 60s and early 70s, Be Here Now. Those are 3 words of wisdom right there. And when you are here right now, and when you are present for the moment, and you realize that this is the sacred moment, even if you've had, and we all have had, tragedy, sadness in our lives, part of the beauty of the sacred moment is right here, right now, all of creation, the creation of the universe, the Big Bang, if you believe in that, the creation of this earth, all recorded and unrecorded history, and your personal history culminates now. Right here, right now, in this sacred moment. So I like to breathe it in and just feel how sweet it is and how precious it is, and what a privilege it is to be here on this planet and in this sacred moment, because it is fleeting. There will be a time when you go somewhere else, out of this existence. And will that be a sacred moment? Yes. Do we believe? Do we feel? Do we sense? Do we know that wherever you go, wherever that will also be a sacred place and a sacred moment? Yes, I do. But I feel that the more we appreciate this sacred moment, the more we are living the life we are supposed to live. And I really believe the more we do that, the more the universe, the more your life opens up to you, because you are operating from a higher level of consciousness. You're not trapped in the Maya. You're not thinking of the future or thinking of the past. You're right here, right now. And everything is created from right here, right now. This moment is the field of pure potentiality, where anything and everything can happen, and certainly magic happens. So I hope you are enjoying this sacred moment. Now, I'm curious, if you, and maybe you were in the 1005 Faces project, if you were able to deliver a message to the world, it's almost like that Message in a Bottle song from the Police. I'll send an SOS to the world, and I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle. What would it be? And if you're looking at this on Facebook, or if you're looking at this on YouTube, or a platform that has comments below, I'd love to hear what your message is. And if you took a photo in the 1005 Faces project, post it. I'd like to see it. I've looked at all of them, so I've seen them, but it's always good to be reminded. Thank you for taking the time. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your thoughts that happen after dark or in the light of day, because it's all good and it's all sacred. And thanks so much for taking the time. I'll see you soon.